2020 has been like a year-long monster mash, leading up to October and a cathartic graveyard smash. Sure, the world is crazy, but at least we can look forward to that most sacred of spooky observances, melting into our couches to binge the most horrifying things on Netflix. Just in time for sweater weather and pumpkin-flavored nouns comes another staple of middlebrow suburban culture: true crime documentaries. Specifically, Netflix is set to bring new episodes of its smash hit revival of Unsolved Mysteries back to television screens on October 19th.
My hope is that there is somebody that's out there that knows the truth.
There will be 6 new episodes of the critically acclaimed docuseries exploring real-life tales of the creepy and macabre. While the subjects of the show's forthcoming investigations have been kept under wraps, a few hints have been dropped along the way. In July, a Variety interview with showrunner Terry Dunn Meurer raised the question of if there would be a ghost episode. Meurer replied, "Yes, but I'll qualify that and say it's an unusual ghost episode. That's all I'll say. It's different, a bit different." Based on Daphne du Maurier's novel of the same name and directed by Ben Wheatley of the ABCs of Death, Rebecca stars Lily James as the fresh-faced, optimistic new bride of a wealthy widower played by one-time Lone Ranger Armie Hammer. After arriving at her husband's luxurious mansion, Rebecca is greeted by the housekeeper, Kristen Scott Thomas's Mrs. Danvers, who makes the newly married young lady very much aware that she doesn't have the goods necessary to take the place of her previous boss.
I wonder what she's thinking about you.
This won't be the first time that Rebecca has been adapted for the screen. In 1940, Alfred Hitchcock directed an ever-so-slightly toned-down version of the story, which was met with critical acclaim and even won the Oscar for Best Picture. While the remakes of Hitchcock movies have had a rough track record, this one looks to be a real humdinger. Netflix explores the horror of the Laplands on October 22nd with its first original Norwegian motion picture, Cadaver. Starring Gita Witt of The Impossible, Thorbjørn Har from Vikings, and the 12th Man's Thomas Gulstad, Cadaver tells the story of a family trying to survive in the wake of a nuclear disaster. When they're invited to a local hotel and promised a free meal in exchange for being part of a theatrical production, things take a decidedly upsetting turn. Masks are worn, folks start to disappear, the line between performance and reality begins to blur, and the buttress of rationality splinters as a result. The film represents director Jarand Hardal's first feature-length movie after making a name for himself with short films like Clown, Every Win, and charmingly, a Harry Potter fan film from 2011. Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight follows the time-honored tradition of sticking teenagers in the woods and punishing them for their youthful indiscretions. Slasher films have been chopping, slicing, and impaling kids for decades on the basis of premarital relations, an appreciation for the demon weed, oafish thick-headedness, and so on. But this time around, they'll be bumped off for that most heinous and contemporary of crimes, being on their phones all the time.
You just don't get it, do you? I have over 60 apps on that phone. What if I lost my phone?
The movie, produced in Poland and acquired for international distribution by Netflix, tells the tale of a group of teenagers sent into the forest to unplug from their devices. Not long after arriving for their technological detox, however, they begin to suspect there may be something sinister lurking in the forest's shadows. Featuring a bevy of Polish talent, Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight stars Julia Narkiewicz, Victoria Gasiewska, and Stanisław Sivka in a dire story of survival that these days everyone can relate to. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies and TV shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.